Hey y'all, how's it going? It's been a while since I've given an update, or at least a video update. The last time I made a video was in Damascus. I haven't been taking as many videos or as many pictures since then. Everything's just kind of even more so begun to blend together. But I thought I'd give you guys another update. So you heard about me in Damascus, and since then I've hiked through Grayson Highlands, Mount Rogers. And I got to Bland, Virginia, in which I took 3 days off with my family. You guys all saw my post about that. Really good for me. I was getting really discouraged, almost dropped out, was just really, really down, did about 2 10-mile days in a row. Was hiking through a blizzard, had like 3-foot snow drifts. Took 3 days off, was really rejuvenated, really enjoyed seeing my family again. And then I hiked southbound from Pearisburg, did a flip-flop, and hiked southbound from Pearisburg to Bland, or just south of Bland, with my grandfather and father. Only went about 9 miles a day, which was, again, a vacation. Got rested on that as well. Really enjoyed the time with my grandfather and my dad. I was really glad that my grandfather got to hike with me, because he kind of sparked my interest in the wilderness and the wild from a young age. So it was impactful that he was able to hike with me. I know he's getting old, and he's probably watching this, but you did a great job, Grandpa. And let's see. Stayed at the Holiday Motor Lodge. Hostel is a generous term. Yeah, it was pretty rundown. The old game room just painted fluorescent green. The drywall was still wet. There were like wires hanging out of the wall, and it had a shower, but it was also on the storefront of main drag of Pearisburg, so people were peering in the windows and stuff. It was not. It's not top quality place to stay, but definitely an experience. And it was really neat to take the 3 days off, because people finally started to catch up with me. Also, one reason why I was getting down was because I wasn't hiking with anybody, and I was reading Leviticus, which doesn't really make you biblically inspired. But yeah, I was just really lonely. And the 3 days allowed some people to catch up with me. And then while we were hiking southbound, I was able to see some people that I hadn't seen since day one, which was really neat. I saw the Grinch, or Mark from Boston, who I started day one with, and actually hiked with the past 2 days. I might even be spending the night with him tonight. I'm not quite sure. But that was neat. Saw a whole bunch of other people that I had seen. Everybody knew who I was. Everyone had seen me in the trail logs and had, oh, you're Thunderfoot. People would even come up to me. They're like, hey, you Thunderfoot? Like, yeah. Like, people. It was really kind of neat, because I was one of the forerunners, at the head of the pack. I wasn't the far out guy, who starts like January 1st, but I was like number 18 and the closest to the second group. So people were like trying to catch up to me and stuff. It was neat. And so that was really encouraging and really lifted my spirits, and was fun to see that. And let's see, I've been, ever since my dad and grandfather dropped me off in Pearisburg to keep hiking north, I've been doing about 20 miles a day, 20 plus miles a day, and I feel physically great. I can hammer out a 23-mile day and feel like what it used to feel like to hike a 12-mile day or a 10-mile day. I feel really good, partially due to the rest. I'm just in shape. It's warm, which makes such a huge difference. The warmth is just really, really, really good. The springtime makes me so happy. The cherry trees are budding and stuff's coming up, and it's really good. Hiked about 20 miles a day. Yesterday was my favorite day on the AT yet. I hiked past McAfee's Knob, the Dragon's Tooth, and Tinker Cliffs. McAfee's Knob is that classic AT picture place where they're standing up on the outcropping over that Virginia Valley. I didn't get a picture there because I was alone, and there was kind of a snafu I was waiting for somebody to take my picture. Long story. In fact, I might have even ditched Mark from Boston up there. I really hope I didn't. I kind of felt bad about that. Some day hikers told me he had moved on, but he actually hadn't, so hopefully he's not mad. But yeah, yesterday was awesome. Then this morning I got up super early because for the last 100 miles, it's been my plan to make the Pizza Hut buffet in Daleville. Turns out Pizza Hut got rid of their buffet last year, which is really disappointing. Hiked about 10 miles this morning, but instead I went some other places and went to the Kroger. Resupply took a long time in there. I probably got more food than I need. Todd, my old youth pastor, who is now a missionary in Bosnia, in this past year and right now is on, I think they call it furlough, or he's touring, speaking at different churches, and they're going back here in, I don't know, a month or two, I think. But he's going to come out and hike with me for 5 days, which I'm really excited about. You'll probably see this video once he comes and meets me. But I had supplied for 5 days at Kroger, or a little bit above 5 days, because I thought that's how long it was. But it turns out I only need 4 days of food, and I got more food than I needed. So I'm carrying a lot of extra food. I was just kind of really hungry when I went in there and bought, oh my gosh, I bought so much stuff, like cosmic brownies. And the other day, I met Warren Doyle. And if you don't know who Warren Doyle is, that's okay, because not many people do. But if you are an AT hiker or somebody who is interested in that stuff, the name will sound familiar. He held the speed record for hiking the AT for a very long time, until I think last year when he helped Jennifer Farr Davis set the record. She did it in, oh shoot, how many days did she do it in? I think she did it in 52 days, averaged 47 miles a day. That's insane. He saved her life, but he's thru-hiked the AT 6 times. He used to held the speed record for a really long time. And in fact, one time he thru-hiked the Appalachian Trail, consisting almost entirely off of cosmic brownies. Doesn't sound like a healthy way to go, but, it's cheap, the calories per ounce ratio is great, and it doesn't taste too bad, except I'm sure after 2,000 plus miles, the cosmic brownies would start to taste a little gross. But I did buy some. I really couldn't resist myself. Got a box of 12 for the extra food. Yeah, but that's probably why he's fat now. We rolled up in the shelter and he was fat and taking a nap, so. Yeah, he's still hiking though, which is good. He was teaching some classes for some prospective thru-hikers. It was fun to give him some advice. But anyways, off of that tangent,